Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Holligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Obliterates him, still on the move. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field to start this game off. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's...
He's going to go for a big one. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. If that's setting the tone, then the tone is screeching nasty fingernails on the biggest chalkboard in the world.
And I like it. You're throwing on the first play of the game, right? You're trying to be aggressive. You're trying to send a message to the defense that you're going to take shots and you're going to push the football down the field. But come on, man. I mean, you've practiced the opening play for this game all week long. You've executed it in practice. Didn't look like that this week.
The option look. He'll keep it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense to understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll run the option. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Racing to the right. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking for a crease. It's Murphy. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now on the option. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sideline, it's Rivera. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. On the option.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Spartans line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Flips it out to the back. Still running at the 40. He's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He makes a grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the defense stopped him again on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here's the return from inside his 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Goes to the option. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Going to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Running back goes in motion. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. This offense has a 2nd down play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. The option look. He'll do it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. They'll run the option. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Might as well give it to him again. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty!
And how about the job blocking by the wide receivers? If you're going to play receiver in this offense, you can't only want to catch the ball, you've got to be willing to block. They did a great job there.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Off play action. Spins away from the defense. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes a connection, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He'll ride his man on the option. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Wants to throw on second down. It's complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Wide receiver shows motion. Using his legs to buy some time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's right on target. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He breaks a tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wants to go up top. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Comes out throwing on first down. And they can't make the connection. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They go to the ground. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Utah. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Now on the option. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
I'll tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. On the option. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Handoff from the shotgun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. Offense getting set for 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. The give to the back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The RPO, it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They're going to test the right side with this one. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State, 35. Michigan State.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been
open runway ahead. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll run the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The back goes in motion. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Going up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. Tackled immediately after the catch. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports